time coming up now on 8:23. Good morning, right here on White Mountains TV 16. A wonderful day to head on outside. Today, the pick of the weekend, and perhaps head on down to Castle in the Clouds in Moultonborough. Just a wonderful spot, an incredible property, and there you will find Charles Clark, Executive Director of the nonprofit Castle in the Clouds. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? So far so good. It is early.
It is. That's right.
And thanks for coming on up and
my
joining
pleasure.
us. Castle in the Clouds, just sort of the whole estate has a wonderful story.
Right.
Lots to do with various nature tours and hiking and lunch and stuff like that. But people might not realize that it is a nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
And so
exactly.
what do you offer?
Right. So you're right. We are a nonprofit historic house museum. The house was built in 1913, 1914 by an industrialist named Thomas Plant. He was a shoe manufacturer. Actually had at one point the largest shoe factory in the world down in Jamaica Plains outside of Boston. And then when he retired, he moved up here and built this country estate. And it was his retirement home until he died in 1941. So it's beautiful. It's built on top of a mountain. In addition to the historic house, we also have a carriage house where he kept his prize-winning horses, and two other historic buildings that were gatehouses for the property. At the time that Mr. Plant lived there, it was about 6,300 acres, and it was from the top of the Ospey Mountains all the way to the shore of Lake Winnipesaukee. So a very big estate. And over the course of the 20th century, after Mr. Plant died, it changed hands a couple times, but in 2006 it was purchased and by the Lakes Region Conservation Trust to be preserved forever. And very quickly they then realized that they needed some help running the historic buildings. They're very good at preserving land, and they're great partners for us to preserve the rest of the estate. But they needed people with expertise in historic homes, so that's where we, the Castle Preservation Society, came in. So we run it during the summer. We have historic tours every day. We're open daily now until October 25th. In addition to that, we've got an award-winning restaurant. The carriage house has been converted so you can actually eat on the terrace overlooking the lake, the best views of Lake Winnipesaukee all around the Lakes region. Or if it's raining, you can still come inside and sit in the historic horse stalls and have a lunch there as well. And then we have all of that property, like I said, it's been preserved by the Lakes Region Conservation Trust. So you can make a whole day of it. You can take a hike, you can climb the mountains, you can take in the views. We also have a gift shop. We have our ice cream stand that will be opening next weekend. So you could definitely make a day of it, a place to come. And the great thing is, because we're a nonprofit, all of that goes into the historic preservation of the building.
And what sort of style is the building itself? Sure.
So it was built in what's called the arts and crafts style, and the main tenet of that style is harmony with nature. So it's made with natural materials. It's oak and stone that was quarried on the property. And it's built so that you have great views of the mountains and the lakes. Even the servants' bedrooms, even the basement has fantastic views, so that you can see all around the property how Mr. Plant really loved nature, and he really wanted his home to encourage people to enjoy the property. It wasn't the kind of mansion where you would go and stay inside all the time. It was very focused on being outside, and that's really part of the arts and crafts tradition, is that you're there and you want to be with nature, and you don't want your building to intrude on nature. You want it to match as much as you can.
And did Thomas Plant did he call it Castle in the Clouds, or because it also, you hear the Lucknow estate?
Right, that's right. So he actually called it Lucknow. And there are various stories about why he chose that name. We don't actually know for sure, but that is definitely what he called it. And then in the 1950s, after Mr. Plant died, it was opened to the public as a tourist attraction. And the man who owned it at that point is the person who coined the term Castle in the Clouds. So if somebody's coming to visit and they're expecting to see like a medieval castle from Europe, they're probably going to be disappointed. It's really a very fancy mansion, a house that people could come and see. So there's that.
Yes. Well, and also you talked about all the different things that you can do at Castle in the Clouds. Of course, it's Father's Day weekend.
Right.
It's Bike Week as well. So I would imagine you'd also have all sorts of events, special events throughout the summer.
Right. Yeah, we do. That's one of our biggest things to get people to come to the property. And you mentioned Father's Day. Dads, if you come with your kids on Sunday on Father's Day, Dad's tour free, so they can come and visit. And then, heading up, July is one of our busiest months as far as kicking off our events. We have a really fantastic antique and classic automobile event.
Right.
That is going to be on Saturday, July 11th. And last year we had about 600 people, about 150 classic historic cars from the turn of the century all the way through the 1970s. So if you like any kind of classic automobile, it's a great place to come, and a beautiful setting. We have a great meadow with mountain views. And if you own a classic car and want to be a part of the show, early bird registration ends a week from today. So they can go on our website and register their vehicles and come and visit.
And speaking of early birds, we were talking about you have sort of you have bird walks, nature walks.
We do, yeah. They're called Walks and Talks, and it's a variety of topics. The bird walk is the first one of the season, and I think it's actually already full, which is because we have such great bird walking. That's right. But it has all kinds of different topics. Most of those are also really family friendly. They happen Monday mornings, so you can come up, take a nice walk on the property. And another thing that we're doing this year, which is new, also trying to utilize the property a little more, is something that we're calling Wellness Wednesdays. So with Thomas Plant, one of the things he was really big on was health and getting outside and getting exercise. So we're trying to embrace that a little bit. We're starting it in July. Wednesday mornings, you're going to be able to do yoga on the castle lawn. And then we're going to be featuring wellness activities throughout the day. So the restaurant will be serving healthy alternatives for lunch. We'll get people out on the hiking trails to enjoy their time out there as well. So just kind of trying to get people to embrace the wellness lifestyle that Mr. Plant was so fond of as well. So that's a really fun new activity that we have coming up.
Excellent. Okay, and just for people who might want to come on down this weekend, just from the valley, it's an easy trip.
It is an easy trip. It's about 35 minutes from the valley, maybe 40 with the traffic, but it's not bad at all. Come down to Moultonborough. We open and start selling tickets at 10 a.m. So you can head down and get to the front gate there, and we do tours of the castle. The last tour goes up at 4:45, but the last ticket is sold at 4 o'clock.
Nice.
So as long as you get down there before 4 o'clock, you can get a ticket, go up and check it out. But I really do encourage people to make a day of it because the restaurant and the hiking is really worth it.
Excellent. Well, Charles Clark, thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you.
And we do have this envelope here, and what's inside?
So inside there are 2 free tickets for adult admission to the castle. Good any day between now and when we close on October 25th. So.
Okay, so are you feeling in a giving away kind of mood?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
So 356-6619. We're going to do a watch and win now for 2 tickets to Castle in the Clouds in Moultonborough. And Charles, what kind of question? What do you think?
Oh gosh, well, why don't we see if people can remember about that architectural style?
That architectural style of Castle in the Clouds. And I'll give you a hint, it's not Tudor.
No, that's right.
No, it's not.
Not Gothic either.
It's not Gothic. It's not Tudor. 356-6619. What is the style? Just give us a call, and we were just talking about it. Good morning. What's your answer? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, what's your answer, please?
Craftsman style?
Craftsman style. Oh, close, but no proverbial cigar. It is not. Okay, but try again. 356-6619, and I am not advocating smoking, of course. Just, again, what is the style of Castle in the Clouds? You were close. 356-6619. As soon as I see that red light blinking, I am good. There we go. Thank you. People are waking up. There we go. Hi, good morning. What's your answer? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, what's your answer to the question, please?
Oh, it's arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts,
you're
yes.
right.
Congratulations. And who are you?
My name is Susan Jackson.
Susan from Jackson. Well, you hang on just a second, Susan. I'll get a little bit more information
Thank
from
you.
2 tickets, Castle in the Clouds from Jackson to Moultonborough. Again,
Great.
Charles.
Congratulations, Susan.
All right, and thank you, Charles Clark. Thank you very much for
Thanks
stopping
for having
by.
us. We
Castle
appreciate
in the
it.
Clouds, a place you should be going this weekend and all other weekends for the rest of the summer. We'll be right back after this.